Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content, but no matter your style of play, man, whether you're a 150 maxer, cash game player, head to head, does not matter. This is one of the best spots you can be in if you're playing NBA DFS. So go on and hit that subscribe button. Go and turn your notification bell on, man, so you can already be locked in for next season. This season's winding down. Ain't too many more 2 game slates left, but go on and subscribe anyway. That way you locked in and loaded. You can catch us for the full NBA season next year. All right. Go on and do that right now. We also do some NFL content, so that's a couple of months away as well. So go on and hit that subscribe button. Also, while you at it, man, please hit that like button for your boy. It's greatly appreciated. It helps the channel grow, man. We trying to get the 2,000 subscribers before this basketball season wrap up. We need like 80 more, 90 more somewhere in there. Let's see if we can't pick them up. Go on and hit that like button. Share it with your friend. Tell them to subscribe. Let's get to it, all right? This is the Golden Deuce, the playoff version of my starting five series, where I bring you 2 plays that's going to be in my player pool on today's slate. But before we get into it, we got a liner review for the first time in a minute, all right? Let's get into it. Last night, okay night. DK broke even, won a few little dollars, doubled up on FanDuel. So solid night overall, winning night overall. That's always good in the DFS space, all right? This is my highest scoring lineup on yesterday. This was the $1.20 max right here. Came in 345th place. Just Drew Holiday, Levert, everybody's chalk. You saw the guys I was on yesterday, Garland and SGA. Had them heavily, but Garland ownership undoubtedly went up once we got Mitchell ruled out, and it was just going to be Cavs galore because they had the best value. I told the team I knew once Donovan Mitchell was out, this was going to be a high scoring slate. The last couple been kind of low scoring, 280s, 290s winning. But once we got that Donovan Mitchell out, I knew this was going to be a high scoring slate. And that's what you had here. Like I said, my best lineup. Went back to some Holiday at 29% on. Levert was everybody's chalk. Got to some Strus. Got to some Mobley. I really only liked the big four from the Cavs. I told the gang Garland, Levert, Strus, and Mobley. And also I had a rule. I didn't want more than 4 Cavs in the lineup. So I didn't want to get any lineup with 5 and 6 Cavs in it. So I had that limited to 4. And the big 4 was my favorite. That's what we had in this particular one here. I got a little Chet Holmgren in there. Derrick Jones was the saving grace. So it definitely helped us out at 16% ownership. 4,400. Finally had a big game over here from him. And then SGA at the bottom, man, 54% on. A lot of people was on him as well. Pulling off the comeback, getting the Thunder to win. Appreciate that. I bet the Thunder money line as well. So I definitely appreciate you, SGA. But very solid. Like I said, solid day on DK yesterday. An okay day on DK. Solid on FanDuel. But 331, my highest scoring. Like I said, won a few little bucks over there. FanDuel doubled up. This is actually the 222, sometimes it's 20 max, sometimes it's 25 max. I don't even remember what it was yesterday. It was one of them. But the 222 came in 47th place, man. Placed a couple of lineups over here. Just the same form. I had Garland and SGA everywhere. Garland, I think I was like 90% at Garland and like 70% SGA. So definitely had tons of those guys. They were solid. Still Levert, Strus over here. Went to Dean Wade over here. Tried to get a little different. Ran him back out there. Since he played well last time, I knew they'd give him another opportunity. Wasn't no guarantee he was going to play well again, but I just knew having the opportunity with no Allen and Mitchell out there, I was okay taking a shot on him. But he came through for us here. Dort in this lineup was solid as well. We finally got a good one out of Dort at low ownership. And then it's just Tatum, Holmgren at the bottom. But SGA Garland was the formula for me. I mean, I guess you can throw Levert in there. I had 100% Levert too, so. But that was the formula. Solid night on FanDuel. Like I said, we doubled up over there. But let's get to today's slate, man. Another 2 game, both series tied 2-2, and it's going to be interesting to see these games play out tonight, man. I think Indiana might go into New York and win this. And That Minnesota Denver, I have no idea. That's gonna be a dog fight. You hear me? An outright dog fight there. I'm expecting a good one now, but I think the Pacers pulled this off in New York. The Knicks look like they finally wearing down, man. Just looking at Brunson last game, them jumpers still coming up short, just tipping the rim, not getting enough lift on it. They look tired. I think it's finally wrapping up for them. I'm probably gonna bet the Pacers tonight. All right. I know the Knicks gonna be energized in the Garden, but I don't know. Something in me tell the Pacers might steal this. But let's get to the plays. Your first play at the top, man. I'm going right back to Tyrese Halliburton, 8,700. Continues to be questionable. He's continued to play through it. He's been questionable all series. Back spasm and whatever other elements he have, but has not stopped him from balling the last couple of games. Not last game doesn't count. Turned into a blowout. Didn't get full run. They didn't really need him to go. But the 2 games prior to that, he had found his form. He was looking spry. He's back at it. I like going back to him. I'm hoping the ownership is down on him. I know everybody's going to want to get to Edwards and Brunson, but at 8,700, man, Halliburton's flashing a 60-point upside. He can score right up there with those guys, fantasy-wise. We're not talking real life points, but fantasy-wise, he can score right up there with those guys, and you getting them at a nice little discount here. I like going right back to Tyrese Halliburton, your thumbnail for the day, and one of my favorite plays on the slate. Your other play today on DK, I'm looking at Karl Anthony Towns, man. 6,900 here. He's going to have to step up. The problem in the last couple of games has been Anthony Edwards not getting the help. Anthony Edwards been doing this thing. He's leading them. He had 44 last time out. But when you look at the series overall, right, the first 2 games, he had help. Like, the other guys have to chip in. Game 1, I think, was Nas Reed with a big one off the bench. The game 2, Cat finally found his stride, and he had a big one. The last 2 games is nobody to help Anthony Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to step up. I expect him to be a little more aggressive here in this spot and try to really get it done. They're going to need him to score, man. Murray and Jokic, they're getting help from their other guys, Porter and Gordon. Edwards gonna need some help from Towns, maybe Reed, whoever the case may be. They're gonna have to step up the other. It's gonna have to be Towns, man. Towns is the guy. He's the only guy that can consistently get his shot. He gotta stay out of foul trouble. I'm looking for him to bounce back in this spot and give a nice effort and have a big game here, as the Timberwolves gonna need him, or that they definitely gonna lose this. And Cat don't join the party today, I think they lose. If Cat or someone else don't join the party today, they're gonna lose. But I like Cat here in this spot, 6,900. All right. Let's go, Tyrese Halliburton, Karl Anthony Towns, man. Your 2 plays on DK. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there, all right? On the FanDuel side, man, nothing much changes at the top. It's still going to be Tyrese Halliburton, 9,500, coming in at a lower ownership than the big 3 over here. I'm calling them the big 3, Edwards, Brunson, and Halliburton, because they're 3 guard-eligible plays that everybody's really going to be on here. And I like Tyrese Halliburton still, man, 9,500. I know he's going to come in a lower owner of this group. And like I said, everybody's going to Edwards, everybody's going to Brunson, but he has a similar upside fantasy-wise to these guys, man. I'm going right back to Tyrese Halliburton over here on FanDuel, all right? And then your second play, man, I'm looking for his running mate. I'm going back to Miles Turner. Very similar to Tyrese Halliburton last time, man. He didn't have a good game because it got out of hand early, man. Blowout, they didn't need him much. He was still solid, but I like coming right back to him. I'm telling you, I know the Knicks are energized. They're going to be hype running, but the Pacers going to come in ready to go. And like I said, I think this Knicks team is slowly fading before our eyes. They're going to have a little more energy tonight because the home crowd is going to energize them. They're going to be going crazy in the Garden. You never really want to let down your home crowd. So they're going to be energized tonight. They're going to have a little more energy for sure than they had the other night. But I just think the wear and tear is starting to happen, and I think the Pacers will somehow pull it out. All right? But there you have it, man. Your 2 plays on FanDuel, Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.